So now we're going to focus on strengthening the areas around our knees, and we're going to use this fancy wall to do so. So I meant it when I said we didn't need any equipment to do it. So you can do it right now at home. So follow along with me to do this. Yep, so we're going to lean against the wall. The bigger the lean, the harder this is. So just a healthy little lean, but easy for now. Then we're going to pick our toes up off the ground. So we're just working on getting our toes closer to our knees here. So we're focusing on strengthening the front of our shins here. But this is not something that we do very often, yet there's a lot of load placed here when we're playing pickleball. If you've ever had shin splints before, it's basically this part of your body extremely mad and letting you know. So if we can do this, we're getting blood and nutrients to the area, an area that doesn't actually get a lot of those very often. Our feet are probably starting to burn now, or our shins rather, aren't they? Yeah, exactly. And we're about halfway through here. So we're just looking for promoting blood and nutrients, some of the biggest things for literally warming up our muscles and providing them with the nutrients that they need to be able to heal from all the pickleball that we're going to play and probably already did play. Let's do 5 more now. So again, we're just focusing on just bringing the toes up, squeezing the front of the shins. 2 more. Hang in there with me. And there it is. So now that we have all of that and that flexibility in the ankle, we're going to flip right around and we're going to do calf raises on the wall. So now, again, the bigger the lean, the more this is going to be. But I want a bit of a lean this time because I want us to be able to, I'm going to do 2 feet at once even. Yeah, I want to get this done. But we're looking to, just squeeze from the calves. It is absolutely possible to kind of just skirt through these. These aren't that hard anymore, even though I'm doing the same thing. But instead, I want to really make sure that I'm pressing through the ground. So I'm not thinking about pulling my legs up. I'm actually thinking about pressing into the ground like this. That's what's driving me up, and that's what's going to get your calf to work. And then the reason why we're getting a more aggressive lean here is we're practicing stretching from the ground. So if you've leaned so much that your heel isn't getting to the ground, just lean less. So just get closer to the wall. But if you can, we're going to be further back. Because when we run, when we take a step, our first step is what's so important for our quickness in pickleball. We take our first step, we need to be able to have flexibility in our heel, and if we don't, we take that load in the knee. So same thing, we're going to try to do 25 of these. We just did the most of them. Let's see if we can get 8 more. 1, 2, really squeezing here. Now when we're squeezing, I want to make sure that I'm not rolling on the outsides of my feet. If I have a tendency to roll on the outsides of my feet, I'm cheating my way out of it. I'm not doing the full calf raise. So we can always put a pickleball between your feet, and you can make sure that you hold that the whole time. And 1 more. There it is. Awesome. So this last one, we're going to back to the wall again. I know. And this one, we're going to do just a small little step forward. A lot of this stuff I learned from the knees over toes guy. Great stuff for the knees. He was someone who was told that he would never be able to bend his knee again after a bunch of knee surgeries. Follow some of his stuff as well for more knee tips. It's incredible stuff. And it's from someone who was told he was never going to bend their knee again. So if you have some knee issues, the reason why these are nice and small is for that reason. They're small little muscles around the knee. They're going to be worked by doing this, and they're really going to thank you. So now we're just going to take that same lean we did from here. I'm just going to take baby steps. I'm going to tap my heel in front of me. Yep. Just baby steps. You'll feel that if you go, the further you go, the lower you go, it might start to get uncomfortable in the knee. Don't go quite that low then. Just make them smaller. But the thing is, if we don't do this, then we never practice them. If we think my knee can't do this, I'm not going to do any of this, I just have bad knees, then we never practice it. And if we were going to live at home in a bubble and never move again, sure. But we want to be able to play pickleball all day. So that's why we need to be able to do this. How's that feel?
This is great.
Surprisingly good, huh? Yeah. We're not even moving very much. Exactly. So let's do a couple on the other side to show how it would be. I'm just going to plant my left foot now, and now I'm just tapping my right heel onto the ground. So if you have more of an issue on one side or the other, you might find that you can go down a little bit further on the left one. For whatever reason, I can too. But that's okay. We're just going to work towards the end. It gets a little bit uncomfortable there. So that's my range. I'm going to come back up. Let's see if we can get 15 on each side, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next.